Welcome back to the GSL up and down matches. Tiebreakers for Group D.
We are heading into the second tiebreaker now. Once again, it is BBoongBBoong versus Noblesse. BBoongBBoong isn't happy. Noblesse still has it in him to laugh. But look how exhausted BBoongBBoong is. He has been here for 5.5 hours. Actually, he has been here for at least, I think, 6 hours. He had to be here a little bit earlier. He is exhausted. He is tired. And he does not want to play against Noblesse again. And I don't blame him.
No. Well, this is a situation where now the tables are turned, because if BBoongBBoong kills Noblesse, then it's all over.
There is actually a thread on Reddit right now that talks a little bit about this second tiebreaker. I'm definitely not going to tell you to upvote that, but if you actually end up on Reddit and see the thread, read through it like very thoroughly and see, okay, well, this is a topic that personally triggers my interest.
I want other people to know about this.
And it decide to take to click on the upvote button. That's certainly something that I would not condemn.
Exactly.
Yeah. We are heading into our second tiebreaker, starting things off with BBoongBBoong against Noblesse. And this is, of course, the GSL Up and Downs, Group D with Colin Wolf.
Bottom left, B4. The Fart Master, he is...
Ajubu BBoongBBoong.
Never thought I'd ever give someone in a professional match that title.
Yeah, but, well, look at him. He is pretty... Yeah, he's reminded of the first game that he played against the guy to the top right here on Cloud Kingdom. This is, of course, the Terran player, the Chipmunk Terran.
MVP Noblesse.
Noblesse and BBoongBBoong. In the first tiebreaker, it was an epic game. It was an insane game. It was such a magnificent match to watch. It was beautiful. It was art. Both of them with great play. Noblesse with a lot of job play, with nukes, with ghosts. They played and they fought for every unit, every Zergling, every creep tumor counted. Now they are in the third game today.
Third game.
And so far the score between them is actually 1-1.
1-1. This is the tiebreaker within the tiebreaker.
Yep.
Well,
I'm actually going to start keep count here. I'm just setting it up so we are at 1-1. I'm expecting more than only 2 tiebreakers. I'm actually all up for it right now. If this is the level of play that we can witness here, I want to be here for another couple of hours. And I'm certainly that all the viewers that are currently watching this live are completely agreeing with me.
Yeah, I am too. BBoongBBoong comes on the base with the drone. Sees no gas. Walks away. Well, drones don't really walk. They kind of scuttle a little bit, but... actually, if you think about it, all 3 races workers don't walk. The SCVs have little booster packs that propel them forward on like some sort of wheels. The drones slide, they glide a little bit, and the probes kind of hover. It's just a fact that I realized.
They do it as snail style.
Yeah. But they're much faster than snails.
Oh yeah, they are much faster than snails. You don't want to be a snail.
No, you don't want to.
Unless you have a lot of time.
Even if you have a lot of time, I don't know. Like, I don't have a lot of time, but I'm thinking about it like, well, could have a lot of time, but I still don't want to be a snail.
Yeah, who wants to be a snail? We've eaten snail.
Yeah, it's quite good.
You actually tried, right? When we were in France and we were eating snail.
I had it before then too, actually. Once when I was a kid.
Tastes a little bit like mussels.
Yeah, it's something that for some reason people think is weird, but they eat other things out of it.
Yeah, I actually liked it.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, me too.
Double gas here for Noblesse without a third command center, so he is going to go into a little bit faster Hellion pressure.
Yeah, and it was kind of interesting to see Noblesse really going to this double barracks opening that he pulled off against Crazy. He wasn't able to go through with it, and I feel he didn't really watch the games that Crazy played against Labyrinth. Yes, granted, Labyrinth definitely not at the level of Noblesse. That is something that has been proven today, but his defense against the double barracks opening was just so solid that Crazy is probably the last player that I would try to cheese.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Noblesse just... I think he just saw an opportunity. And he said, 2-player map. Not going to be expecting this on Neoplanet S. I'm going to hide my barracks to the side more so than forward. And if I just take this win, it's all over. I can go home, I can relax with my Code S spot. But that's not how it happened. Now he's playing against, in my opinion, the stronger of the 2 Zergs in this tiebreaker group.
Yeah.
And we've seen excellent play from BBoongBBoong already.
You know, the only thing that I would be sad about after this up and down tiebreaker that we have is if Noblesse is actually the one ending up being third place. I don't want to say anything about BBoongBBoong or like crazy. I feel that both of them deserve to advance, but think about it, how this started. Noblesse, the one with a 4-0 score in the group, taking down everyone. And then in the last game, he suddenly loses to BBoongBBoong. We have the tiebreaker. And I feel I know that, like, thinking about it, it's even footing for all of them. So it's, like, just fair. But in the end, I feel that Noblesse is the one who really fought his heart out today.
Oh, SV almost getting through there as the queens were laying tumors they can't attack, but he does get through, and he's up to 6 queens. He's doing the 6 queen build, it goes into 4 gas, so he's going to have an insane creep spread. He's also going to have great defense against potential Banshee play.
He's just playing this super safe at this point. He really goes for no aggression in the early game and trades it for a very solid build that is safe against just so much aggression of a Terran player, where he can then head into the tech very a little bit later on with taking many geysers at once.
Double Evolution Chamber coming down here. Whereas we do not have yet for Noblesse the engineering base. He's getting 2 reactors in the main. And it looks like he's gearing up to do a timing attack. But this time instead of Stim, or instead of Comet Shield, he goes for Stim and faster medevacs. So this build is a little bit similar to what we saw in Aquilon Flats, but just a different type of aggression. And with this many queens though, I just don't see this being extremely successful.
Yeah, me neither, especially since there are no drones at the third base now, so what exactly can you do with the Hellions? The queens are already there, trying to take down the lava, but immediately a reaction from BBoongBBoong, using those lava in particular to build units.
Yeah, Baneling Nest goes down, and this is the key to holding a push like this. Getting those Banelings out. Look at this, he attacks the rocks in a smart fashion. I think this is the first time I've seen someone do this. This is actually so smart. Attacks the rocks just to kill tumors.
Yeah.
Usually you see people attack their own Hellions, but this is... Noblesse is showing us some new stuff today.
Yeah, exactly. He takes down 3 tumors with this.
I never even thought about it, to be honest, until I just saw that. That's something that seems so simple.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I've never seen before.
The beauty that is in the play that is Noblesse are the small things that he pulls off. The start in the last game against BBoongBBoong, where he pulled his SCVs away to just try to sell the idea, hey, listen, I only have a few SCVs there. I am, of course, starting with a double barracks that is somewhere hidden on the map, and now moves like this. It's just those subtle things that really stand out in the end.
Noblesse is trying to hit this time with 2 drops full of Marines. He sends the Hellions over. There's too many queens, though. He has 6 queens and 7 Banelings already. This will do very minimal damage, and the pain of this for Noblesse is now he's a whole cycle of upgrades behind. 1-1 finishes up for BBoongBBoong. His E-bays aren't ready yet, and he's got a late 3rd base.
Also, BBoongBBoong sees everything with the vision that he has thanks to those creep tumors that he rebuilt, and this is brilliant for him. He's there. The 1-1 is not done just yet. A few more seconds, then he will have the upgrade. Can he pull that off? He forces Noblesse back, and the upgrades are going to finish in time.
Noblesse doesn't even get any tumors here. Good trade so far. He needs to pick up against the Banes, and loses the Hellions, but saves the Marines. Spire is on the way for BBoongBBoong. Harvester count 62 to 50, of course, in BBoongBBoong's favor right now.
Yeah, BBoongBBoong wants to make sure that this time he is the one who takes the first game. Then Noblesse has to worry about defeating Crazy. And so far, things are actually working out for him. He has a very good defense set up. The creep spread is nice. He's even going into the 4th already. This is a very, very solid play by BBoongBBoong. Thanks to the opening with the 6 queens, a very stable build, a very defensive build.
Really nicely done. Just the patience that we're seeing here is from both these players beyond this game in this tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Neither of them are really making massive mistakes like getting supply blocked because they're sleepy or going into an accidental, just making micro mistakes. No real glaring problems here despite what we've been through.
Yeah. There we have the drop. We have a lot of overlords in position, a lot of creep tumors, and he wants to make sure that this time the drop play is not going to affect him as much as it did on a kill on flats. There comes the drop into the main base, overlords everywhere. The Zerglings are heading back, they're already on their way into the main base. And let's not forget about the Mutalisks that are about to pop. Also very important, the upgrade advantage for BBoongBBoong. It's so significant, it's actually a little bit scary.
The splitting for BBoongBBoong here is excellent. He's going to be ready for 2. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it worked out for Noblesse to trade for those Banes like that.
I'm pretty sure that was intentional. Dropping 1 Marine at a time on top of the Banelings, that looked very intentional.
It was smart.
And now the Mutalisk is out, and they can shut down the drop play. Noblesse is trying to set up a bit of a defensive wall at his 3rd base, but BBoongBBoong at first is going to try to shut down the drop attempts. Noblesse is trying to make sure that the units are at the right side of the map so that he can hit with his force in the middle, but BBoongBBoong is ready for this. This time he's not going to get fooled.
BBoongBBoong has a massive lead in this game. He has a 4th base finishing up now. He's getting it saturated. He already has the gases saturated. He has 2-2 before 1-1 for Noblesse is complete, and 1-1 after it's complete he's going to have to wait for the armory. He has a 30 supply lead, and Noblesse has not even moved to take a 4th base.
It looks a little bit like BBoongBBoong in the break channeled his inner ST a little bit and is now just in this calm spot where nothing can touch him anymore. He's probably just in the zone right now. Maybe he's even unconscious, just playing by pure reflexes. He saw how exhausted he was earlier already after being here for so long and playing game after game. But now he is really not making a lot of mistakes. He doesn't give Noblesse any openings here.
Yeah. For a moment I thought I was seeing like some sort of fog because of what's going on, but I realized it's like we have a smoke machine in the studio. I think there's like a little bit of residue around the studio. Hive has started.
Is already hallucinating.
Yeah? Well, that Hive is no hallucination though. That's a 1430 Hive. Oh, the Mutas here.
Two of them.
2.
2 of them bite the dust, lose their wings, and crash into the ground.
Yeah. That was...
It's like those butterflies when you are a child and you rip the wings off.
Yeah.
I actually never ripped wings of butterflies, but I did it to flies.
Well,
I have to admit that much.
well, I mean that's fair.
I would never hurt a butterfly.
Would you hurt a ladybug?
A what?
Hold that thought.
Better not. But the Zerglings are running in, and they are run into a choke point, and there are siege tanks. This is like a very bad situation for BBoongBBoong to engage, but he makes it work.
He's got a massive lead here, and the Banelings roll through, but the siege tanks are too much.
You know, especially the upgrades really came through for BBoongBBoong in those fights. That was not a good position to engage a Terran army like this, but he has the +2/+2 against 1-1, and that definitely helped him.
80 Zerglings in production. U is remaxed instantly. His resources are still not even cleared. Look at the creep spread. It looks like the Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Greater Spire on the way, 22 Banes, 6 Infestors. Noblesse is going to have a hard time here, but he's fighting tooth and nail.
The Hive is done. BBoongBBoong should go into the... Yes, there they are, +3 armor. Where's the attack upgrade? Where's Adrenal Glands? He needs to start them. Noblesse is cleaning up the creep tumors in the middle of the map. Third attack upgrade has been started for BBoongBBoong. This is exactly where he wants to go with this.
Another scan. He's trying to identify the best angle of attack here, but BBoongBBoong comes in. He comes strong. He comes in fast and hard. Right now he has over 100 Zerglings, and they are barreling down. Noblesse has 4 siege tanks ready. He's got the choke point working for him. The Banelings are at the back.
The Zerglings are angry. They want to go home. They want to go to sleep, and that's why they give it their all. BBoongBBoong is still in the lead, but he's dropping in supplies. The defense for Noblesse is good. Can he hold actually the SCVs? The SCVs are endangered here. They're actually fighting in the battle against the Lings.
He loses so many SCVs, and it's not over yet. The reinforcements for BBoongBBoong are going to become problematic.
Noblesse would not be Noblesse if he didn't drop somewhere on the map. He's dropping the natural, whereas BBoongBBoong is trying to take down this base, this natural, but the command center actually survives.
Command center survives, but will Noblesse? He's down now 60 supply. His 2-2 finally finishes, but 3-3 is already on the way for BBoongBBoong, who has 4 bases. Will lose some mutas here. 2 of them go down.
BBoongBBoong has to be careful. He's still in a very good position, has a great lead here. Didn't start Adrenal Glands yet, definitely an oversight. Especially since he's using so many Zerglings, he needs that upgrade.
Yeah. Broodlords on the way now, 2 of them. 2-2 versus 2-2, but 3-3 finishing up very soon for BBoongBBoong here.
And Noblesse didn't even start those upgrades.
Yeah, he doesn't have the resources. He's trying to power up more Marines because he needs those.
He is falling farther and farther behind in this game, and this is actually a very bad spot for him to be. If he loses this, then he is the one who has to play in the next game against Crazy, who he lost to earlier. Here comes BBoongBBoong again, going for the aggression. Noblesse is not ready for this. The Fungals are good. The Fungals take out all of the Medivacs Wolf.
Yeah. A few Infestors do fall, but all of the Medivacs will be gone, as you said.
It's not like he only loses the Marines that he can easily rebuild. He loses all his tech structures, his tech units.
Tech units, indeed. That was a better trade for Noblesse than I thought it would be, but still, he remains about the same place we were before we started, except this time he's losing the more expensive units. He's down 6 supply. He's going to get some Broodlords, though, on his way back.
Oh, he's also getting Infestors.
The Infestors.
He doesn't get close enough, and there are more Broodlords morphing now. In the meantime, Noblesse is on 3 bases against 4, and BBoongBBoong even building his 5th base. +3/+3 about to kick in. Still no Adrenal Glands, though.
No Adrenal Glands. BBoongBBoong morphing 7 additional Broodlords to replace the ones he lost.
Uh-oh.
Noblesse cannot fight this. He wants to because he knows he's on the clock.
He tried to run in and take down the Infestors, but he realized a little bit too late that they were actually there, holding back, and this gives BBoongBBoong the time to react. Once again, the split for Noblesse. The Lings are running in.
There's way too many Lings here, I feel. Ling count 60. The Infestor's running in. He just takes out too much now. It's too much for him. GG, and BBoongBBoong will advance along with Crazy. 2 Zerg players get out of the group, and Noblesse goes to round.
What are you talking about? We started again, didn't we?
We have to start all the way over, or is it?
Of course we start all the way over.
Oh, I thought it was now that Noblesse is on.
No.
I thought it was now that Noblesse is on 1 loss, so if he loses to BBoongBBoong, then he's out.
No. We start all over again.
Okay.
We have at least 1 more game.
Okay.
Don't get ahead of ourselves.
Well, I would have been disappointed if that were the case.
So BBoongBBoong is now 2-1 against Noblesse in overall scores today. In our second tiebreaker now, we have BBoongBBoong being the winner. This means that Noblesse plays the next game against Crazy.
Well, I did not know it started over like that, so I apologize to everybody.
Don't worry.
I knew
I got your back here.
I knew the order started over, but I wasn't sure if that's okay. So next we have the ZVZ again.
Hey, I already set everything up for the third tiebreaker. I'm ready. What can I say?
This time, though, because Noblesse lost, we go into a different order, and Noblesse plays against Crazy.
Exactly. The loser always plays the second match against Crazy, and Crazy then also has to play the third match if needed. In the third match, he would play against BBoongBBoong, and BBoongBBoong so far lost both of his games against Crazy. No, actually he didn't. He won the first tiebreaker game against Crazy.
Yes.
All right. My voice actually is a little bit like gone, but still we're fine. Zerg versus Terran, once again, Crazy versus Noblesse. The last time Noblesse lost because of his double barracks opening. This time he's probably going to play more of a standard game, trying to turn things around here. If Noblesse loses, it means that Noblesse is third place, Crazy and BBoongBBoong will advance.
Yep. The situation I described incorrectly moments ago is where we're going to be at. Right now, Crazy is typing LOL in the chat.
I am not quite sure how well Noblesse is going to handle the situation. He is now the one with it back to the wall. And BBoongBBoong handled this really well in the last game, especially since he lost against Noblesse earlier. But can Noblesse now just get into a mindset that he needs to win a game like this?
Well, we can see anything on this map. This is Icarus. Icarus is a map that's very different from maps we've seen already, and I'll tell you guys what we're going to see in just a second. Once we get into the map, it is set 5 of our tiebreakers. Game 2 of tiebreaker number 2 here at the Up and Downs Group D, casted by Caldor and Wolf.